Hey guys, it's Traeh and happy day 5 of 10 days of Traeh. I hope that you guys are enjoying 10 days of Traeh thus far. I know I am. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you guys how I do my everyday makeup because a lot of you guys, and I mean a lot of you guys, have requested that I show you how I do my makeup, and it's nothing really spectacular. I'm not a makeup artist by any means. I just do what I do and it comes out decent. So a lot of you guys wanted to know how I do it, so I'm going to be sharing it in this video. And also I'm going to be sharing with you guys 2 of my natural hair horror stories because a lot of you wanted to know if I had any personal natural hair horror stories, and I do. And they're not as crazy as some of the horror stories that I've shared here on this channel, but I did want to share them with you guys nonetheless. So all of the products that I use, all of the makeup products that I used are going to be in the description box so that you know exactly what I used and where you can get them from. And yeah, I didn't really talk too much about my hair, but my hair was previously in a flat twist. So I did do a tutorial on this as well, but I just had my flat twist coming to the front and just took them down, and it ended up being curly like this. So yeah, let's just jump into the video. Alright guys, so I'm going to take this bonnet off because I don't want to wear it throughout the whole video. So let's just start there. Oh goodness, what in the world? Right now I'm going to be using the Porefessional Benefit Pore Minimizer Primer. I don't know. So I'm going to be sharing with you guys 2 of my hair horror stories. A lot of you guys asked whether I had a horror story or not, and I was scrolling through my old pictures on Facebook, and I'm trying to make sure I rub all of this in, and it took me back, y'all. I was like, oh my gosh. I'm gonna start with the hair experience that I had in college. I think I was in my freshman or sophomore year of college, I believe. One of those. I'm going to be using this eyebrow pencil. I got it from the beauty supply store. What does it say? Kohl eye and lip liner pencil. I just use a regular dollar eyebrow pencil. So this happened to me when my hair was relaxed, and I thought it would be a good idea to get my hair colored. So basically what I do is just outline my brows and then I go back and fill it in. But anyway, I wanted to get my hair colored, so I didn't know anything about coloring hair or anything. I didn't know how it, how it worked or anything. And I'm still not quite into hair dye and all of that. But I did know to at least go to a professional. So kudos to me for that. I did know to go to a professional. But with all of my hair horror stories, some professionals don't know diddly squat. So anyway, but I did think to at least go to a professional. I had to go get my Ardell Dark Brown Brow Pomade, and I've just been using this to fill it in. I need to get a new one. I don't know where I went wrong with this, but it is totally dried out. So I decided to go to a professional to color my hair. I wanted to dye my hair this color that matched my my hair that I got from the beauty supply store. So I wanted it to match my weave. So this was before everybody started doing all of that custom color and actually coloring their hair. This was before all of that, okay? This was when everybody was just buying the hair color that they wanted. Like, you know what I mean? If you wanted your hair to be blonde, you won't actually go and bleach it blonde. You would buy color 613 hair. Like, tell me if you remember that or still do that. Like, nobody was at home mixing colors together to dye their hair. We just bought it. So I wanted my hair, I can't remember if I wanted my hair to be, I can't remember I wanted my hair to be like the color 30 or 33. I can't remember. My eyebrows look crazy. It'll, we'll get there. I can't remember what color I wanted my hair to be. But I went to the salon and a guy was going to do my hair. And I told him that I wanted my hair to match that pack hair. So I took the hair with me to the salon and I said I wanted my hair to match that color. I don't even know why. Like, that just, like, thinking about it now, having my whole head be that color would look absolutely ridiculous. But I digress. Now I'm going to use what's left of my LA Girl Pro Concealer to kind of shape my brows a little bit. So me going in there not knowing anything about how to color hair, I just went in there and I asked him if he can make my hair that color. I said I wanted him to bleach and dye my hair. Okay, that's what I told him. I said, can you bleach and dye my hair so that it's this color that matches the hair? So I didn't even know the steps to actually get my hair lighten that color, but I thought you had to bleach it to lift it and dye it to color it. So, and with my hair already being relaxed, I didn't even know if my hair could take all of those processes with it already being relaxed. So my hair was relaxed, and on top of that, I wanted it bleached and I wanted it dyed. So right now, this is just not sounding like a really good combination. But the guy did not steer me away. He said he can do it. I didn't want him to do my hair with the weave. I just wanted him to color it, and I was going to put the weave in my hair myself. So, whatever. I think he bleached my hair a few times. And I was in that salon for a very, very, very long time. All I remember is getting up from the chair and seeing my hair like bleach blonde. He just kept checking with me to see if my hair was the color that I wanted. He just kept mixing colors together and putting it on my hair and saying, do you want your hair like this? And I just kept holding up the hair, and I was just like, yeah, it's okay. So I know he had to have dyed my hair quite a few times in order for it to get like that. Okay, alright. I think my eyebrows are pretty okay for now. Mind you, I said that I didn't want him to actually do my hair. I just wanted him to color my hair. And that's exactly what he did. He just colored my hair and blew it out. So my hair was like in a fro, and it was all like orange. My hair turned orange. I left the salon looking like a pumpkin, and I have pictures and everything. Now don't judge me because both of my foundation bottles look crazy, but I'm using the Kat Von D Lock It foundation in the color Deep 76 Warm, and the Revlon Colorstay in the color in the color Toffee. So 375 Toffee, and I'm going to mix them together. So I went back to the hair store and I exchanged the colored hair that I bought, and I exchanged it for some black hair. Y'all, so just imagine my hair being orange and I bought black hair. And it wasn't even like my hair was, black at the roots. Nope, my hair was orange all the way from the roots to the tip, from the root to the tutor. My hair was orange, like a pumpkin. So I go home and I really get a good look at my hair, and I'm just like, what in the heck did I just do? So my hair was totally fried, and you can just tell. I'm gonna include pictures so that you can see my hair after I put the weave in my hair, And you can just tell that my hair was fried, y'all. It was fried. And of course it looks a hot mess because my hair is orange on top and then I have the black hair under the bottom. I thought that would look cool, and it didn't. I thought that would help disguise the fact that my hair color is crazy, but it didn't. So after that, my hair just continued to break off, and I wore my hair with that color for a while, and then eventually I rinsed it black. That was my first experience with dye when I was relaxed. I actually went to a professional and my hair still ended up messed up. So the next story I have is when I was natural and I decided to go ahead and dye my own hair. Now, some of you have heard this story before. I did share it a few times before here on my channel, but since I have a lot of new subscribers, I thought I'd tell the story again. So for my concealer, I'm going to be using the Kat Von D Lock-It Concealer in the color, I don't know. So with this story, I had always, like, getting my hair bleached and dyed, that was the first time I ever got my hair colored. But any other time I wanted to, you know, have really dark jet black hair or blue black hair, because I had blue black hair before, I would just rinse my hair. So a rinse is a semi-permanent hair color, and it's not supposed to have, you know, all of those chemicals in it, and it's just temporary. It's just a temporary hair color. You gotta work fast with this concealer, so I'm gonna blend it out now. So I would always rinse my hair if I wanted it to be darker. So this will only work if you want your hair to be darker. So I would always use the semi-permanent color in order to have, you know, jet black hair or really dark hair. I would never go ahead and actually dye it. I would just rinse it. So I don't know what possessed me to say, you know what? I don't want to rinse my hair today. I actually want to dye it black. And there was nothing wrong with me rinsing it black. So it was just a thing where the color didn't last. So if the color started to fade, I would have to rinse my hair again. But I said, you know what? I want to skip that process altogether, and I want to dye my hair so it could always be, you know, jet black. Like, that makes sense, right? Instead of rinsing it all the time, I could just dye it and skip that whole process, right? Wrong. And seeing as though I got my hair dyed before, I didn't see anything of it. And I also used the Dark and Lovely color, and I dyed my hair a lighter brown color when I was natural. So seeing as though I dyed my hair, you know, then I dyed it that auburn color, and I got my hair, you know, dyed when I went to the salon, I didn't think anything would be wrong with me dyeing my hair black. Like, I didn't see anything wrong with it. My hair had been previously dyed, you know. So what could go wrong? I dye my hair and my head is feeling really tingly, and I'm just thinking, you know, and it kind of reminds you back in the day when you used to perm your hair and your hair started to tingle, started to itch, started to burn. You know, it's time to rinse it out. So my hair started to tingle and started to just feel weird. So I go and I rinse it out. Like, duh. So I go and rinse it out, and my hair is so itchy. So itchy to the point where I was in pain from it being so itchy. So I was just like, what the heck is going on? I'm thinking maybe I didn't rinse it out all the way, because once again, if you think back to perm days, if your hair is still burning, you know, after you rinse it out, you might still have some of that relaxer still in your hair. So I'm thinking, okay, maybe I did not rinse it out all the way. So I've washed my hair a couple of times with some different shampoos, clarifying shampoos, just to make sure that I got all of the dye out of my hair. Alright, y'all, I take forever blender. And so yeah, after I wash my hair over and over, my hair is still itchy. So itchy to the point where I'm scratching it, I'm patting it. I'm just like trying to get Maurice to blow on it because it just itched so freaking bad. Y'all, it itched so bad to the point where I just wanted to cut all of my hair off just so that I didn't have to deal with it anymore. Y'all. So, anyway, I can't take it. I'm sitting there in so much pain from that dye. I'm upset, I'm crying, my head is just in pain. So I say, you know what? I have to go to the emergency room. So yes, I ended up going to the emergency room because y'all, I was in just so much freaking pain. So anyway, the doctor tells me that I am allergic to, not allergic to the dye itself, but allergic to an ingredient found in black hair dye, because I used the Dark and Lovely brand, like that box, and I used that before when I colored my hair that light brown color. So I used that box before, so I'm thinking like, how could I be allergic to the dye if I used that type of dye before on my hair? Like, that just didn't make sense. But he said that I was allergic to an ingredient found in the black hair dye. So go freaking figure. And he gives me some medication to take, and it definitely relieved the itching. But I just could not believe that I was allergic to an ingredient in the hair dye. Like, that just blew my mind. So, you know, of course, you start doing some research and seeing if this happened to anybody else. And I looked it up, and it was actually a thing. Like, a lot of people were allergic to the ingredient found in only black hair dye. It's some, I have to look it up, but it's some ingredient, I think it starts with a P. It's a long name, I can't even pronounce it, that is only found in black hair dye. And a lot of people are allergic to it. That's why it's important to do those strand tests, you know, where it says to test the dye out on a section of your hair so that you can tell if you're allergic to it, if you have a negative reaction from it. I never really looked at those. It's just like, you know, no problem. You know, nothing's gonna go wrong. Nothing's gonna happen. And yeah, I end up having an itchy scalp. Y'all, itchy scalps aren't fun. So I know I'm doing this backwards, but I'm using my e.l.f. Powder just to set my under eyes. Just definitely be careful when you're dyeing your hair. Because it's just totally not worth it. Now I'm going to go in with my MAC blush in the color Raisin and just apply a little bit. So now I'm going to take my e.l.f. Baked Highlighter and just do a little bit of highlighting. I like to spray my NYX Dewy Finish setting spray on it, and I use this to set my face as well. But I like to apply a little bit on this brush. So, like that, you know, you gotta get the nose highlight. You need your nose highlight to be poppington. Now I'm going to put on my lashes. So my eyelashes took me literally forever to do. So let me fix this hair of mine. So I'm going to be using the Maybelline The Falsies mascara. Absolutely love it. So for my lips, I'm going to be using that same dark brown eyebrow pencil, but I'm going to be using it for my lips. And I'm just going to lightly line them. And I'm going to be using the NYX Lingerie lip color in Liplee 09. I don't know. But this is the color that I wear in almost all of my videos that you guys ask me about. Definitely recommend you using a lip liner first. I almost forgot to set my makeup. I'm going to be using the NYX Dewy Finish setting spray. So let's do this. Alright guys, so here is the final look. This is how I do my makeup most of the time, 99% of the time. This is the look that I go for. Not too much in my opinion, but let me know how you guys enjoyed this kind of sit down, get ready with me, chit chat type of video. Let me know, and let me know what you think about my 2 horror stories. They weren't that crazy, but let me know if you had something similar happen to you down in the comments below. And if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, anything, you can leave them below. And I'll see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.